Because wouldn't that be something? Like sitting there. Did you notice that the water got a little warmer?
Hey, actually, I was at a pool party one time where somebody actually took a dump in the pool.
I went to a public pool one time with a buddy of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and he pulled the prank from Caddyshack. It took me until I almost went to bed last night to
Uh-huh.
remember the name of the movie, where uh, somebody's chocolate bar ended up floating around in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my buddy, he intentionally brought a chocolate bar with him
Mm-hmm.
to the pool. Okay.
Oh,
And it
God.
was those little Halloween ones, tiny little Halloween ones.
Yeah.
He brought a couple of those, put one in each pocket, and then when he went to
Mm-hmm.
go off the high diving board, he puts his hands in his pocket. And he's got them in his hands, and then when he jumped out, he's splash! He's underwater, and he let him go,
Oh, God.
and they whoop, up they went, floating around. They kicked his ass out of the pool. It was funny as hell. And I said to him, I says, it would have been hilarious
Mm.
if you'd have got up to the surface, looked over at this thing floating around, and just grab it, eat it.
Yeah. That would have been funny. That
We were
would
like
have been hilarious.
we were like 19.
Oh, yeah.
We were young, dumb, and full of cum. It was just us being
Yep.
stupid.
Yep.
But that's just the kind of stuff that
Man, I tell you
my
what.
buddies and I used to do all the time. You just
It's really cool to know that we haven't heard from Numbnuts since those 3 videos dropped.
well, he's too busy chasing them around, and I bet he's too busy explaining why they're
Mm.
copyright.
Oh.
Why he's putting copyright strikes and not just copyright claims.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he's
and
trying to
from,
get those channels freaking taken down.
oh yeah.
So he's doing whatever he can. I bet you he's spending his energy trying to trying to you know chew them channels down. Hey John, how you doing?
Hey John, what's up, buddy? Oh yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to Reality Check Files' next video he's going to be doing.
I have no idea what his content's going to be like, but hey, you know,
I mean, he took down Larry. You noticed Larry ain't said nothing else about P.
anybody who says anything negative about P, friggin' he takes them down.
Mm-hmm.
And that video that Larry put out that had uh, Filipina P in the
Title.
thumbnail, in the title, in the description, and then in the video, I watched about a third of that, and I got so disgusted I was ready to throw up on the floor
Mm.
because it was just him sexualizing these women,
Mm.
just being like a demented freaking. He was just showing how dementedly
Sexist.
sexist, and well, not so much sexist, but just how much he wanted to demoralize these women sexually.
Mm. Mm. Yeah,
Like
it was.
he actually had a video
Uh-huh.
in a thought bubble of him having sex with this chick. You could tell he was really giving it to her. And then he leans
Damn.
over, he's like right on top of her, and she's like just
God.
losing her freaking ass, and he was sitting there eating this chick's face, like he had his freaking tongue going out like freaking, like Dracula. He looked like he was eating a fucking lollipop.
God.
And it was disgusting. And it was just this little chat bubble. Like, I mean, he was just completely disgusting in this video.
God. What a jackass.
Yeah,
And
like,
we thought numbnuts was bad.
oh, yeah, like just him talking about, or ridiculously mixing up and turning P's words around was bad enough. You
Ugh.
got this douchebag just completely demoralizing women sexually and trying to make content about it.
I
And
tell
then
you what,
people that were
I don't even think Larry's even in the Philippines.
no, I would believe that he's in freaking Cambodia, either in Cambodia or Colombia, one of the two.
Cause he knows that there's a real strong likelihood that if his ass landed in the Philippines, his ass would be grass.
His ass would be going to jail,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully,
Mm.
hopefully, there is somebody there waiting for him, going, "Oh, fresh meat,"
Yep.
because
Wouldn't it
and
be
I'm
weird?
hoping that numbnuts gets there too. Like
Wouldn't it be weird if him and Numbnuts had to share a cell because apparently they don't like each other.
I don't know if they don't like each other.
Mm.
Um, with them both attacking the P at different points. Plus, in Larry's video, he was like, "Oh yeah, Mike is buying all these up, blah 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 blah, and all this other stuff." He was like, he was saying that like Mike was doing this kind of stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, Mike's gonna buy that one there." Like, I really don't care. Let's
Wow.
get to the point where you're talking about the Philippine P. I want to see what you're pointing at. I couldn't even make it uh, past a
Wow.
third of the way through that video. He was being so disgustingly sexual
The
with these
guy
women.
the guy is just
He's a
and
pig.
yeah, yeah, and Mike trying to tell me, "Oh, well, oh, so you're going to call out Larry? Do you really want to put your family in danger?" I'm like, "Dude, yeah."
You want me to give Larry my fucking address? He can come to my door. I'll take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather you kick his ass. I mean, the guy is just flat out disgusting.
Yeah.
And when P was talking to Helga Babushka about she was saying people are gonna know who the real P is. I was like, oh shit, what does she mean by that?
Well, everybody has the opportunity and the ability to have a bit of a dark side. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. You could be
Mm-hmm.
fucking Mother Teresa, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
bet you don't want to cross that woman.
Ugh.
Okay. So when somebody says, you don't want to see the other side of me, you don't want to see the other side of them.
Mm.
Okay. Because believe me, you remember that song by Soundgarden,
Mm.
Jeremy Spoken?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
That's why
yeah.
you don't want to freaking cross the quiet people.
Ooh. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Because the quiet people are the ones that are the most dangerous.
You know what? I've actually had thoughts of what's P like when she gets pissed off? Not just frustrated. What is she like when she gets
Completely
really
fired up.
pissed? Huh?
Completely fired up.
Yep.
You know what? I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't even want to hear about it.
Oh.
Because I
I-
know what I'm like when I get wound out.
Mm.
When somebody pushes my last button, I know what happens then. I have been told of what happens then.
Mm. Boy, I tell you what.
So I
I
don't
would
see.
be if I was Larry or Numbnuts, I would be freaking I wouldn't say another word about her.
The thing about it is they don't care because they have the attitude that, oh, I'm a man. I'm stronger. I can deal with it. What's she
Mm-hmm.
gonna do? Try to beat me up? She's gonna have to get a
Well,
few
and
Filipinos
actually
to
in the
take care of that.
situation with numbnuts, he must be thinking. I mean, here's his thought process. He's probably thinking, "Oh well, I'm in the U.S. She's in the Philippines. What the fuck can she do?"
International law.
Ah.
International law. After the world wars
Mm-hmm.
stopped, okay,
Yep.
and they started rebuilding the world and saying, "Listen, let's not fuck with each other."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that we've had a level of peace
Mm-hmm.
for like 70 years.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you now have countries that used to be at war with each other who are now best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you have that kind of a situation going on, now you
Mm-hmm.
have something called international law.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where all the countries got together and said, okay, we're not going to put up with this. And
Mm-hmm.
if this happens from your country to our
Mm-hmm.
country, we will take care of that on an individual basis through what we have international court system
Mm-hmm.
or what they call Interpol.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Interpol is the um,
It's the international law
international
enforcement.
police.
Yep.
Okay, and Interpol can grab you
Mm.
from your home country and take you to a country you've never been to for a crime that you did from your own country.
Mm.
Okay. And now that we have this thing called the internet, people
Oh,
are all over the internet and viewing all over the world all the content.
oh yeah.
Now, this internet and this YouTube thing and Twitch and all the social media sources, they are
Mm-hmm.
all going to be starting to fall under the Interpol jurisdiction.
Mm.
So when you start firing off sexual content like dickhead, or you start firing off insulting content
Content like
like
numbnuts.
numbnuts, that falls under Interpol, and they'll come
Yeah.
and get you from anywhere. And they
Ooh.
don't care if you're on vacation. They don't care if you just started having sex with your wife. They
Uh.
don't care if you're freaking in the middle of jerking off. If they bust your door down
Mm.
and you're in the middle of punishing the Pope, they are going to handcuff you to it.
Uh-huh.
They aren't even going to give you the opportunity to pull your fucking pants up.
Mm.
So you better hope like hell that, if you say or do something that is morally wrong and
Mm.
against the Interpol policies, you had
Mm.
better hope they don't trace your internet back,
I
your
tell
internet
I
links
tell
back
you
to you.
what, I tell you what, I could just imagine because like when we see P in her videos, she's very professional. That I don't ever remember P ever bringing any drama onto her channel,
No, I've watched every one of her videos,
and
and
she
the
never
only
has.
drama that she brings on her videos is wait till next time.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, you're gonna have to wait till part two.
yeah.
That's the only drama that she does.
But I mean, and you've never seen in her comment section her say, um, Mike is an asshole or MYK's an asshole or whatever. You've
Try
never,
filtering out thousands of freaking comments.
yeah.
Just a
But I
second, I
mean,
gotta blow my nose.
okay. I mean, couldn't have it. But
Yeah, John Lobley says I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of the P. I wouldn't underestimate a woman like her.
mm,
Damn right, I wouldn't underestimate her. She is resourceful,
uh-huh.
And
And
she,
and then numbnuts making fun of, oh, P talks to lawyer after lying to men. Oh, so now you're gonna bring Gracie into
uh,
it. Well,
you want
you
to
know.
bring your camera up?
Oh, um, can you keep talking? I need to use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, yeah, I'll keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I wouldn't want to underestimate Filipina P either. Mainly because she's resourceful. She studies everything before she says anything. Number two, that tells me she studies everything before she does anything. And which means she's a tactician. A person that is a tactician that will plot out their very instant move, like their very every move that they make, is not a person that you want to piss off. Because if they're plotting out every step of the way, they're considering every possible outcome of every possible action. Don't piss them people off. Those are the people you want to have as your friends. And what should I do next? What would you do? You know, so yeah, she would be like 2, 5, 10, 12, 20 steps ahead of pretty much anybody in their sleep. It's just she is a highly intelligent person who is resourceful, quick-witted, and not the type of person that you really want to put in a bad mood, because she's the type of person that would take you out of your bad mood, and you really don't want to take that person out of that role. It just doesn't make any logical sense to take a person out of out of a positive role. So yeah, it's just the only thing that I want to see on P's face is a smile, because the more she smiles, the less danger I'm in.
All right. That's better. That's better. Oh my god. Oh man. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, you want to lift that,
Ugh,
lift it up.
there we go.
I wish there was a beeper on your
From
camera to
yeah.
to let it know when it's at a point on your headphones or something like that. So this way, here
Uh-huh.
you can say, okay, there's the camera, there's my face.
Yeah.
Because half the
So
time we're talking to the T-shirt of YouTube.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I just, I mean, because some YouTubers, they'll go on and they'll yell and be like, "Bitch, I told you," like P's never done that,
No,
and P has never done a single solitary live stream on her channel,
nope,
and she never will.
nope.
But Mike Numbnuts has said, "Oh, well, P, why don't you cam up?" She won't do it.
She cams up every fucking day.
Yeah.
The only thing about it is everything that she produces
Mm-hmm.
is methodically um, gone over with a fine tooth comb to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that it's the way that she wants it presented.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
and have you noticed that she's been uploading shorts?
Yep.
You know who told her to do that?
You.
Yep. Yep.
Um.
I
Yeah.
actually I actually asked her, I said, "Do you think shorts are a waste of time?" She goes, "Good question." I said, "Well, you should do it." And she started doing it, and now look.
Well, she put a few shorts up earlier
Uh-huh.
at the beginning, and they had some traction, but
Mm-hmm.
at the time,
Mm-hmm.
shorts were not as monetized as they are now. Okay,
Yeah.
like when YouTube first rolled out the shorts, the
Mm-hmm.
monetization you had to have like the top so many,
Oh yeah.
only the top so many of the short shelf got paid. Okay, so you
Mm.
always had to make sure that you had the top number of views
Oh
because then
yeah.
that's the only videos that would make any money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well since they rolled out,
Mm-hmm.
if you have more than 10 million short views in a
Mm-hmm.
month, then that puts you into the YouTube Partner Program.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have ads running on the shorts
Mm-hmm.
or between the shorts or
Mm-hmm.
however they're doing it.
Yep.
Um, now that they have those, now you get AdSense for you know your shorts as long as you're up and over the 10 million views per month. But to
Oh
keep
yeah.
but to keep that 10 million views going for 3 months,
Mm.
you're looking at 40 million views a
Mm.
year. Okay,
Oh
that's a
yeah.
lot of views.
Yeah.
And somebody did it, did the math on it, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
4,800 hours watched for a short
Wow.
shelf.
Wow. And the thing is too is now they let you reply with a short to a
Yeah,
video or short, and I'm like, P, you should try that. Like somebody makes a comment and you reply with a short. That would be cool. Could you just imagine instead of P writing out her comment, you would actually hear her voice say, "Oh, well, hi, crazy kid. I really like your comment," or something like that.
the thing about it is to record a
Mm.
video, upload it, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that in the Philippines.
Mm.
That's tough enough because
Oh
they
yeah.
don't have the lightning fast speeds we do for internet. Okay, so
Which I think
for her,
is sad.
well,
I
it's
think
a
that's
developing
sad.
country.
Yeah,
The last
I
thing
know.
that you give them is technology.
Mm.
Okay, and that's the unfortunate end of it. Until they get better signal, because they're literally small islands out in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to give the bigger internet to? Thailand or the Philippines?
Thailand,
Okay, Cambodia or the Philippines?
Cambodia, Cambodia,
Korea or the Philippines?
uh, Korea.
Exactly.
Actually, did you know that South Korea has the fastest internet?
I did not know that.
They apparently they have the fastest internet in the world.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, in Korea, okay, they have like they've
Mm-hmm.
copied a lot of technology and
Mm-hmm.
Xerox technology. But what they've done with some of the technology that they've copied is light years
What's
ahead of
up, Kenneth?
places like is light years ahead of places like South Africa, like the Philippines, the developing countries.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to give that fastest internet to? You're not going to give it to the most developing countries. You're going to give
Mm-hmm.
it to the most developed countries because
Mm.
they're the ones who are actually going to pay for it.
Oh yeah. Well, now they have Starlink, which is a satellite
Yeah.
company that Elon Musk developed, and it's supposed to be worldwide. So hopefully it'll reach the Philippines if it hasn't
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. And if it does, you know what that tells me?
Mm.
Elon Musk was visiting the Philippines on vacation or trying to set up office or whatever like that to do the help support. And he got fucking pissed off because he kept getting his signal dropped. Got to do something about that shit here.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's that's what I say. When it comes to you know developing countries getting faster internet, that's probably what happened. Is they were trying to set up call center um, call center agencies in the Philippines or in the developing countries because it's cheaper wages, and they kept getting dropped on their cell phone and on their
Oh
internet.
yeah.
Okay, we got to fucking do something about this. I am not dealing with this shit if I come here to visit.
Yeah.
He did it for his own sake, his own benefit.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
So like billionaires do that. They see something
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
They only if they go
They do.
someplace developing and they see something wrong in their own what they're doing, they're going to do what they can to make it right or make it better for themselves. So this way here they don't have to face that problem again. And then
Mm-hmm.
they're going to find a way to make money on it. Like, believe me, Elon
Oh
Musk didn't do
yeah.
it for the fucking benefit of his own health. He did it so he can make money.
Uh-huh. Oh
And is it
yeah.
wrong? No. Some
No.
people say, "Oh, Elon Musk makes too much money." Well, Elon Musk does a lot of things that make money. So if he's not afraid to put his money to work, yeah, like I don't care if he makes $1 billion an hour. If he's doing the work and putting people to work and helping people find a job and
Check
creating
out that channel, guys.
that Filipino P channel.
Yep.
But if Elon Musk is helping people create jobs and increase um the stature and the well-being in the countries that he's going to, more power to him.
Oh yeah.
Like, please continue. Like freaking make it better for everybody. If you're making
Exactly.
the world better, I don't care how fucking much money you're making.
Exactly. Exactly.
I say freaking keep it up, pal. You'll get there.
Uh-huh. Well, and I mean the dude bought Twitter for $44 million.
Yeah, he paid cash for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucker took it out of his Tuesday pocket,
Yeah, I mean, how many people do you know can make an acquisition like that? Not
And not
many.
even stress about it. Like,
Yeah.
freaking Donald Trump was the president of the United States. Well, he was the president of the United States. Now he's probably the president of the prison union. But even even he would not be able to make an acquisition like that because all his money is
Mm-hmm.
tied up in buildings.
Yeah.
Okay. Elon Musk has cash.
And there's people in our country trying to go after him too.
Who, Elon Musk?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good luck. That guy's got more lawyers surrounding him than a fucking court building.
Oh yeah.
But what are they going after him for? Oh, you make too much money.
Yeah. That's basically the thing. The Democratic Party feels that billionaires get breaks. Well, okay, if you feel that way, why then are you saying, okay, if you make $600 or more in your Cash App, that goes you're taxed on it?
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And Cash App, I mean, come on, man. Like why would you want to tax money that was gifted to you? That's basically what Cash App is.
Yeah, you see, in United States and Canada, we have different tax laws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The United States, you pay, what is it, 20% on your gifted
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Canada, it's like 10. It's like 5 or 10%. It's like
Wow.
so minuscule.
Mm.
I think I don't know the exact numbers. Okay.
Wow.
But I know it's like really small. It's not huge.
Yeah.
But when say you were to win the lottery and I was to win the lottery at the same time, and we
Mm-hmm.
both won $70 million.
Mm-hmm.
You won it in American money. I won it in Canadian money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you would get taxed on the $70 million.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then you would get taxed perpetually for the
Mm-hmm.
interest that you make on that money.
Yeah.
Okay, in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
I would get the $70 million in
Mm-hmm.
one lump sum,
Mm-hmm.
and I would not get taxed until the tax season is done and they calculate how much money I've made on it. I only pay tax on the amount of money that I make, not on
Mm.
the money that I win. So you could actually literally you could win, say you won the lottery once a month,
Mm-hmm.
you would only get taxed on the money that you make in interest or make from that money.
Mm.
So if you won the lottery this month and then again won it again next month, and then you didn't put any of that money in a bank account, say
Yeah.
you put that money in the freezer,
Yeah.
it's not making any interest, so you're not paying any taxes on it.
Mm.
Yeah, win the
Interesting.
lottery in Britain, it's tax free as well.
Wow.
So like, but being Canadian and British,
Mm-hmm.
that has its benefits. Like freaking win the lottery here, win at the casino here, you don't have to pay taxes on it. A windfall is a windfall. You get
Oh
to enjoy it.
yeah. So John, what did you think of Reality Check Files' video Saturday, where he reacted to the Filipina P? Do you think he did a good job? I mean, I really thought he did,
Yeah,
and it what was so I think what would have like because we've heard from numbnuts, right? We've heard Reality Check Files break down numbnuts. I thought to myself, wouldn't it have been cool where excuse me, where Reality Check Files would have played one of numbnuts clips where he's being disrespectful, and then he would have said something like, "Now this is how you really react to a video."
yeah.
That would have
He'd
been
have done an
cool.
apples to apples. How Numbnuts reacts to the section that
Mm-hmm.
he reacts to. Run that video and then run Numbnuts's reaction along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just sit there and go, no, that's not what she said, stupid.
Yeah.
Again, dumbass. Listen, and then when he makes something, when he twists something completely around,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you get the cat or the video of Foghorn Leghorn talking to
Mm-hmm.
that little chickadee.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going, boy, make listening sounds when I'm talking to your son. The sound waves are making it to your ears, but they're not getting through.
I mean, he is such a good liar, though. Like, Numbnuts is such a good liar, and it's just it's obvious he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's a convincing liar.
Yeah.
All he does
Mm.
is twist shit out of proportion, tie it into a knot, and then feed that to his audience as it's the gospel truth. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not the gospel truth. The gospel truth is what P said.
Yeah.
You know, she said it the way she said it, and now he's twisting it out and making it sound like a lie to his audience. And
Mm-hmm.
the funniest part about it is
Mm-hmm.
his audience is so ridiculously stupid they believe him.
Yeah. And
What's the old saying? Only fools follow a fool.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest fool is the
Mm.
one that's leading.
Yep. Because I bet you more than anything, if his channel was to go down, they would all scatter.
Oh yeah,
They wouldn't know what to do.
but it'd be like freaking chipping icicles off your eaves trough in the wintertime.
Oh
As soon as
yeah.
you start knocking them down, they just hit the ground.
Yep.
So
He I mean I mean, Reality Check Files has got something good. Yeah, he only may have 430 subscribers or 431 subscribers,
But he
but
gets
people
2
are
or 3,000
noticing.
views on his video. That's the amazing thing. Every week he gets 2 or 3,000 views on his videos.
Mm,
So as
wow.
soon as that guy hits as soon as he gets over the frickin' thousand subscriber threshold,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, they'll be sending him checks like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that, and I'm only saying this because of the way that he's done his videos, the way that he's reacted to some of the things that I've talked about, or
Mm-hmm.
some of the comments that I've made.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that Reality Check Files actually gives a shit about the monetization process of YouTube.
Mm.
I
I don't
personally don't
I
think
don't
that,
think he
it's
does
not that
either.
he wouldn't take it. It's just that he's not after it.
No, no, he's not. He only wants to show people like and he's even said in his videos
Yeah.
the reason why he doesn't show his face, the reason why he will not come on a live, and I understand. Mike only wants people like that to come on a live where he can try to trip someone up and then say, see, I told you that's what he said. I told you. Yep.
Yeah. Because he wants people to go on live streams. Okay. Numbnuts wants people to go on live streams. So
Mhm.
this way here he can manipulate the question in a way that it would take you a week to track down all the information
Mhm.
to answer that one question properly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Whereas the way that Reality Check Files, the way he structures his videos, he
Mhm.
answers the entire question, but piece by piece by piece and methodically laid out. So this way, here, all the answers get put out. You can't do that in a live stream. You can't do that in a live debate. And you can't do that in a live interview.
Mhm.
So, you have to have your information ready, available, and on the go on a live stream. Sure, it's the most honest way to
Mhm.
get somebody's honest reaction to a question
Mhm.
or to a statement. You're going to
Mhm.
get their reaction, and the reaction is going to be honest because it's going to be instant. You can't hide something that's that instant.
Mhm.
Whereas you ask the question, I study the answer, I research any possible way around it, and then I bring you the answer.
Mhm.
That is an intelligent way to do it.
It's like when he tried to send me all those videos of Rike's Life Beyond the Sea, but he didn't send me the original video. He sent me videos of him
Yeah,
reacting to Rike.
yeah, where he only shows parts of the video. He doesn't
Mhm.
he doesn't react to the whole video. He takes it apart to what he wants to do, and then so he can twist the words around. Because
Mhm.
if you watch his videos, okay,
Mhm.
that deal with the Filipina P or Rike or whatever,
Mhm.
you will see that he says in live streams, "Oh, I play the whole video." No, he doesn't.
Mhm.
He takes out parts of it so
Mhm.
that he can put his own twist in there,
Mm.
and then pieces them back together so that when he presents it, he presents like a 10-minute
Mhm.
video that should have been 15 minutes long. He's taking
Mm.
out a third of the freaking video that
Yeah.
proves his statements wrong.
Mm.
So, like,
I mean, it's so funny. It's so funny. And by that vendor, he even told me. He said, "Oh, he's like, you should react to some of Mike's videos."
no.
And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that." But what I will say is this: I was I was basically fooled by MYK because what MYK does is when you meet him, he's very charming. He's very you know what I mean? He passes himself off as your
Yeah,
friend. You know, if you're if especially if you're a man, his whole thing is I want to help men. I want to help men. That's his whole mantra. And he said, I've known men that used to listen to the Filipina P. They do not listen to her anymore. They wised up and now they're successful. Bullshit. Bullshit.
there are more men that listen to the Filipina P,
Mm
go to the Philippines, and find out that everything that she said
hmm. Mm hmm.
happens.
Yeah.
Like, but the ones that go over there
Mm
and
hmm.
do part of what she says and
Mm hmm.
doesn't realize that, the other part was important too, come back saying, oh, she was fucking wrong. No. Now, the only problem that I could see with some of the Filipina piece content
Mm hmm.
is she deals with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay.
Mm hmm.
It's great that she has that kind of content.
Mm hmm.
Okay. For people that are smart enough to know the difference between the good, the bad, and the ugly
Mm hmm.
and what to follow. Okay.
Mm hmm.
The problem I have with it
Mm hmm.
is the old saying, people will do 10% of what you do or say right,
Mm hmm.
or do or say what works.
Mm hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
But people will do 1000% of what you do or say wrong, or what you say or do that doesn't work.
Mm.
Okay. People will do 1000% of what doesn't work, what you say doesn't work,
Oh
before
yeah.
they do that 10% that does.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So having content that covers the good, the bad, and the ugly, you're
Mm hmm.
telling people what to do, what not to do, and what to stay away from.
Mm hmm.
People are paying too much attention to what to stay away from and doing that and going closer to it, and not what not to do, and then fucking doing that.
Well,
So
and well,
those
and
are the people that come back saying, well, she doesn't know what she's fucking talking about. She
well,
knows what she's talking about. She told you not to
it
do
it's
that.
her. Well, it's her country.
Yeah.
That would be like me starting a channel about the United States and a bunch of Filipinos coming over here, you know, and falling in love with an American, and then the American leaves them, and then they all go back to the all go back to the Philippines and say, "Oh, R.J. Sandiford don't know what he's talking about."
He doesn't know. He doesn't know United States.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And so, I mean, but even P has said in her videos, I and I'm paraphrasing here. She's like, I've told you not to feed the scammers,
Yep.
and some of you still do.
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
you hear Mike saying that?
No,
No.
because just like John Lobley says right here, a manipulator needs to earn your trust in order to use you. It's a scam.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 100% true. And the thing about it is just like I said before,
Mm-hmm.
and the P puts that out as well. People will do 1000% of what you do wrong or what you say won't work
Mm.
before they do 10% of what you do right and
Yeah.
say will work.
Oh yeah.
So, having said that, having content that covers both and lays out both ways, you know, like, yeah, you're going to get the people that are only paying attention to what not to do, and then going
Mhm.
out and jumping on that bandwagon and doing that shit.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, P's sitting there saying, "I told you not to fucking do that."
Mhm.
But you went out and did it anyway. You
Well,
caused your own problem.
it's just like that one couple that they met and they did not take any of P's advice.
They went against the grain.
They went against the grain, and I wonder if they're still together.
I don't know.
I mean, that would be some like these couples that P's interviewed. Like, do updates. Let us know. Like,
Doing an update after a year, not
mm,
that you're not going to get much.
yeah.
Do an update after a few years,
Oh
you're going
yeah.
to get something.
Oh yeah.
You're going to get the lowdown.
I mean, I mean, the fact of the matter is, Mike calls her a liar. Well,
Ain't that the
who's
pot calling the kettle black?
who's the liar? Who's the liar? Because you've been proven wrong so many times, and everything the P has said has been true.
Yeah.
I mean, I've even had Filipinos listen to one of P's videos, and they've told me in private, RJ, what she's saying is true.
Yep.
And then
She fucking lives there.
yeah,
Of course
and
she knows what's going on.
yeah, and then I would show them Numbnuts video, and they would say he is so insincere,
Yep.
and they've never heard of him before,
Yep.
never heard of him.
And it's
So
just
what?
like what I said a long time ago on your video or on your live stream. The one time
Mhm, mhm,
I said, like, who am I going to listen to when it
mhm,
comes to information about a country? Am I going to listen to somebody who fucking lives there and was
mhm,
born and raised there? Or am I
mhm,
going to listen to somebody who I don't know
mhm,
personally,
mhm,
whether or not they've been there or not? They
mhm,
may say they have, but they're living in the United States. Am I going to believe that person over a person that's in the
oh
Philippines
yeah,
where I'm trying to learn about? Who am I
mhm,
going to listen to? A person from the United States or a person from the Philippines? Only an intelligent person
mm,
would choose to listen to a person from the country they're trying to learn about over somebody who claims they
mm.
know about the country that you're trying to learn about.
Well, see, and here's another thing too. I follow a woman. She's from Italy.
Yeah,
She goes by ILAMOSASMR on YouTube, and she also runs Twitch streams.
yeah.
And she speaks Italian. She speaks English. She can speak. She's like trilingual. She can speak like
She
three or
tries
four.
them all.
Yeah, she can speak like three or four different
Yeah.
languages. And people ask her about Italy. Sometimes in her live streams. And because I want to, one of these days I'm hoping to travel to Italy. And who am I going to listen to? Who am I going to listen to? Someone who's native to Italy, or someone who has only been to Italy one time or never before?
Yeah, somebody who vacationed there for 2 weeks. Oh, I know all
Y-
about Italy.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only
I
thing I
mean,
know about Italy is it's in the shape of a boot.
hmm yeah,
Do
yeah.
I know
I
anything
mean,
else
that would
about
be
it?
like
Yeah, I know a
it
few
would be
things.
like it would be like the Filipina P putting a video up saying, "Oh, when you go to America, um, Americans are snobbish." Okay, that's an opinion. How does she know? Has she been to America?
I
No,
don't think so.
no. How does she? I mean, the only thing that P knows about America is what she's seen on TV.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I would equate what MYK does.
Well, that and talking to expats from America
Yeah,
in the Philippines.
yeah,
Okay. So, and talking to people from America while she was working for the call center.
yeah.
That's how she knows so much about America. Okay, she dated the guy from the UK, so she knows a little bit about the UK. So I know that much about her and how she knows so much about Western culture.
Yeah.
It's no question how she knows about the Asian culture.
But I mean, but you see where I'm going with this is,
Yeah,
you got some guy that's telling people don't listen to the P because she's lying to you.
how
And
is
just because you're a man does not give you a pass
no?
or give you a card to go and degrade a woman.
I wish that fucker would hand in his man card.
Yeah.
I've driven through Italy several times. I can teach you how to buy gas there. That's about all. Yeah,
But
I couldn't even do that. Like I follow this one YouTube channel. The YouTube channel's name is Tyler Bucket. Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
have you ever heard of Tyler Bucket's channel?
Uh Tyler Bucket.
Yeah,
I've heard of it in passing, but I don't know what he does.
Tyler Bucket does reaction videos. Okay,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and mostly he does reaction videos about Canada,
Mhm.
about videos that he's seen about Canada. His favorite topic is anything Canadian.
Mhm.
Okay, and it's funny because he starts out his conversation with
Mhm.
the camera. Hey, folks, I'm just your average American here willing to learn about Canada.
Mhm.
And I said in his comment section one time, there is nothing fucking average about you. There is not 50% of the freaking population of the United States who want to learn about Canada. You are part of the fucking minority, pal. There
I
isn't
mean
even
I mean,
10%
do
of the
you do you
population of the
like
United States who
do
give
you
a shit
like
about
Tyler
fucking
Bucket? I
Canada.
mean, is he like numbnuts or is he
He's funny.
mm,
He's honest. He's funny.
mhm.
He puts the point out and he's surprised about all the things. And he's like, wow, that is really interesting, and he wants to come visit Canada. And I'm like,
Mhm.
fuck, dude, you're just like 100 miles away from the border. Get your ass over here. Fuck, come and get some maple syrup. Come and get some freaking maple syrup cookies. Come and get some
How
maple
many
fudge.
subs does the guy have?
Oh, he's huge.
Oh
He's
wow.
huge. Like, let me check. Uh, I gotta find one. Oh, there's one of his videos right there. 9,600 subs.
Good lord. Wow.
Like his last video is done 11 hours ago,
Damn.
and it says American reacts to how Canadians view American culture.
Oh. Oh wow. So he's almost at 1,000,000 subs, it sounds like.
9,600.
God dang.
He's almost at 10,000 subs.
Wow.
But fantastic videos. And it's just him sitting there fucking reacting to, somebody else's video. And he stops it. And I did not know that. There's a little bit of commentary about, like he did one video about freaking the money, our money,
Mhm. Mhm.
because our money looks like fucking Monopoly money.
Mm.
Okay. It's all different colors.
Mhm.
And there's a reason why that we do that. So this way here, when you pull out your wallet, you just go and find the bill that you want. You don't
Mm.
got to look for the denomination.
Mm.
Okay. Or you pull out a freaking wad of bills, you can go right to the denomination you want, pull it out, away you go.
Hey, can you email me Tyler's channel? I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah. That yeah. Yeah,
I'll put
just
it in I'll put it in the
chat.
Yeah, in the chat for sub or for the viewers.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll just put a link to his latest video.
Okay. That's
Oh,
fine.
I can't because I'm
Oh yeah, you're not a moderator.
not a
Shit.
moderator, so I'll email it to you. Sorry about
Okay,
that.
thank you, Crazy Kid. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that see, and I like how P reacts to TikTok videos. She is so hilarious.
Yeah. Like when she did that one that one video about when she's like, I must have started an international war here. Um,
Yeah. Oh my god. She was still getting comments on that motherfucker 3 weeks after.
3 weeks.
Yes.
Dude, she's still getting new comments on it now.
God damn.
There. I sent it to your email.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Um, but yeah, freaking
She's still getting comments on that shit.
oh yeah, she's still getting, every now and then a new comment will come in or somebody will comment into
Mm.
a previous comment, just
Mm,
basically chain
mm,
it
mm.
down.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, freaking when she did that video and she just just sat there all nice and prim and you know like, oh well, oh class, this is what's gonna happen. She she just sat there just like, oh well, whatever. And then she cut to that video of her doing um the Oliver Twist beggar.
Mm.
Please, sir, I want some more. Fuck, I fell out of the chair. I just literally laughed my ass off
Yeah.
because it fits so well. It was priceless.
Mm.
And then, like this week's video
Mm-hmm.
or Friday's video,
Mm-hmm.
whoever placed those ads, I swear to God they need a fucking Oscar.
You know
Because it
what?
was just
Mm.
priceless how accurate the sentiment of the video led right into the ad and it kept you there.
Mm.
I was like,
Wow.
because she was talking about, like, men just think about sex, and then boom, the ad came out, and it was this dude laying in bed with two women, and I was like, "Fuck, this is right on." I've never been so happy to see a fucking ad that got led up by the video I was watching. It was awesome.
Wow. Mm. 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 Mm.
But as far as the whole, like reacting or
Mm.
numbnuts and pee, the deal there.
Mm.
Anybody who takes a person who doesn't live in the country that you're trying to learn about,
Mm.
anybody who has the option to take plan A, which is the person who lives in the country you're trying to learn about, or
Mm.
plan B, somebody who lives literally
Mm.
on the opposite side of the planet,
Mm.
may as well be living on another fucking planet because he doesn't know what the truth is.
Mm.
If you have two options to learn about a country, are you going to take it from the person who lives there and
Mm.
knows the current heartbeat of the situation? Or are you going to take it from somebody who claims that they lived there as a child
Mm.
and moved around quite a bit afterwards?
Well, it's like somebody commented on I think it was either Fried Brain 11 or somebody else. But they basically said the following, you know, and I'm paraphrasing. They said, Mike, if you don't like the Philippines, quit talking about it. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up about it because you're nothing but a racist, basically.
Yeah. You know what? When you say that word racist, you know what the
Mm-hmm.
worst part about that word is?
Mm.
All the other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not being racist in saying this.
Mm-hmm.
All the other cultures,
Mm-hmm.
you could have, like the Koreans, the African Americans, the Africans,
Mm-hmm.
um, the Scottish, not so much the Scottish, but all the other, the Indians,
Mm-hmm.
the native people,
Mm-hmm.
all them other people, they say that they can't be racist because they're not white. Now, isn't that the most fucking racist thing you've ever heard?
Yeah.
It's almost like saying that the only people on this planet that can be racist are people that are white, which is another racist thing to say.
And well, and here's the thing. And here's the thing. P, she does not have a racist bone in her body.
No.
You can tell she doesn't. Everybody's welcome on her channel
Yep.
as long as you're respectful and you
Yep.
respect her rules. She treats you as if you're part of her family.
Yep.
Basically, this is the way I see it. This is the way I see it. Family doesn't have to be just blood related.
Nope.
I remember one time I called P sis because in the South, where I'm from in the southern United States, um,
It's a term of endearment.
it's a term of endearment. Or especially my aunt that passed away, her name was Aunt Mickey, and her and my mother were cousins. But she didn't call my mom Margie. She would say, "How you doing, sister?"
Yeah.
And that's the way it is. And I I remember calling P one time. I said, "Little sister, I hope you're doing okay. You know, you're like my little sister."
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at P. And people think, "Oh, well, you must have a crush on P." It's not that. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
I was raised in the South.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's how especially in my family, that's how we were. um you know, P would be considered my little sister
yeah.
cuz she's 10 years younger than me. She's 32. Actually, oddly enough, um one of my nieces from my half sister, I have my biological sister that lives with me, and then I have a half sister that lives in Carolina,
Okay.
and one of the Carolinas, and we share the same father but different mothers. And her daughter is my niece, and she's 32. And even to this day, she'll call me Uncle RJ. She will not call me RJ.
Yeah.
And it's always, every time she sees me, yes, sir, no, sir. And she's 32 years old.
Yeah.
And that's why I have such an affinity for the Philippines, because that's how I was raised. It was yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And when I heard Mike call my friend a low class bitch,
Yeah.
and I said, "Dude, the guy's 70 years old." You know what his response was? "I don't care how old he is." And I thought to myself, "Dude, if you were here, you would get knocked the fuck out." He would. because there are people in my extended family that would not put up with that.
Yeah.
They would not put up with it.
The biggest problem about it
Mm-hmm.
is you take a look at everything that Mike has said,
Mm-hmm.
everything that Numbnuts has said, done,
Mm-hmm.
and every insult that he has put out. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Think about this saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'll bet you'll be able to sing along with me as soon as I start saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Yep. Exactly.
He's called people liars. You take a
Mm-hmm.
look at any of his content, it's
Mm-hmm.
full of lies.
Yep.
He's called people fucking heapons. Well, he ain't
Yeah.
much better.
He's a fat ass from what
Yeah,
people have told me.
he basically looks like a freaking beast walrus.
Actually, I don't know who it was, but you know that girl Angel that he interviewed or whatever that was supposed to be a nurse. Well, apparently somebody said, and I don't know who, I can't remember who it was, but they said that Angel basically told him she did not like his appearance, and he got butthurt by that.
That's probably what started the whole fucking thing.
Uh,
That might have been the whole thing that started. That might have been the shot across his bow
mm,
that started the whole fucking thing. He got butthurt about it, and now he's all freaking.
mm. Oh yeah.
I need to have a smoke, dude.
Mm,
I gotta
mm.
go out and have a smoke. I'll
You
be right
gotta
back.
go out and have a smoke.
Yeah, I
Mm.
need a smoke.
Yeah, so basically, I don't know where Bilat Vendor is. I hope he shows up in the chat because I told him, I said, man, because I caught him in Reality Check Files' comment section. I said, man, did you forget to email me? I know he's a busy man and stuff, but I think he'll get around to it. But so while he's going out to have him a smoke,
comment. Angel's friend criticized his nose.
and oh, Angel's friend. Okay, Angel's friend criticized his nose. Okay. So did Angel stop YouTube or is she still on YouTube? Because I've heard differing things about it. I've heard differing things.
Show comments. Post a comment disabled.
Because I haven't, but and yes, I do have a TikTok. I do have a TikTok, and I do need to start uploading to it more. So I'm gonna
Post a comment. Text area.
I'm gonna actually put my TikTok in the chat here.
At R size 14. S A N D E F U R 8.
Okay, there's my TikTok. It's RJ Sandifer 8. So you should be able to find me. I do need to start uploading more there. I just have to download the TikTok app on my Chromebook, and I'll start uploading there too. Because from what I've heard, and I don't know how true this is, but from what I heard, it's easy to get followers on TikTok. But what people tell you to do is they tell you to get a following on TikTok, and then encourage your followers on TikTok to come over to YouTube. That's how you get subscribers. And actually, P's doing that. P's actually encouraging people to follow her on TikTok, and vice versa. If somebody new follows her on TikTok, they just follow her to YouTube because that's her main platform. A lot of YouTubers actually I've noticed have TikToks. A lot of YouTubers have TikToks. TikTok accounts.
Disable. Post a start comment. Show comment at Roy Sanda for 8.
So
10. RJ Stark. Comment act. Show comment. Angel's friend criticized his 10-4. John Stark. Comment act. Show comment. It's 3:40 here. 10:30. John Lobley.
so John Lobley. So how did you come in contact with MYK's Philippine journey? How is it that you know so much about him? Like, were you one of his supporters at one time, and then you saw the light, or how did that come about? Because that would be very interesting to find out. That's something that's just very interesting, because he really can tell a good story to make you believe whatever. And
10:30. John 10. Show comment. Start hard. 10 at show comment. Start post a comment. Text area.
so let me see. Oh, I think that's him coming in. So let me think here. Oh, so
I had to make a pit stop.
Oh, you had to make a pit stop?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, man, I tell you, like when Mike had Filipina Wanderer on his show,
Yeah.
and Filipina Elated, they basically regretted being on there.
Oh yeah, big time.
They
Because
regretted
he manipulated both of them.
Mm-hmm. And now Filipina Wanderer wants to come onto my show.
Bring her.
I have to. I know at one point she wasn't feeling well, so I have to bring her. I have to bring her on. I'm still wanting It's Wayne to come on, but
Getting a hold of her is hard.
Yeah. But
she's out making some amazing content. And she's working hard at her job. And she very, very seldomly has,
oh yeah,
good quality time to spend
yeah.
On herself.
But
yeah,
man,
she's really kicking ass. Like, she's up around 4,200 subscribers now. So yeah,
I tell you what, Wang is. Oh my gosh! And man, I gotta tell you, like some YouTubers, they just take off, and some they just flounder, and just you never hear from them again.
Yep.
I just, it's
like I said before. She's a very attractive woman, and women are going to dominate when it comes to social media, for the simple fact that men will watch women because they're attractive. Women will watch women because they put out, interesting content for them. Sometimes the interesting content is drama filled. It's Wang. It's not drama it's not drama content. It's hard hitting facts.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And when she does her interviews, she's still getting more comfortable as she goes along with the videos.
Right.
I suggested to her that she should put her blooper reels instead of at the beginning of the video,
Mm-hmm.
put them at the end of the video. So this
Mm-hmm.
way, here people start getting used to the blooper reels
Mm-hmm.
being at the end, so they watch the whole video.
Oh yeah.
And she did that, and she's starting to like that a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just her channel is just exploding.
And I tell you what, crazy kid, the same could have happened with Rose.
Yep.
If that Amber would not have asked her that question and started that shitstorm,
No
just
sense getting all flustered about
yeah,
that.
I know, but do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I
It
know
was a
exactly what you're saying.
good channel.
Yep.
A good channel. And I hope she comes back. I really do.
She might.
Because because she had something.
Yep. She might come back still.
Yeah.
She just got to get over you know,
The initial
the initial hurt.
yeah.
Um,
I
just
just feel I feel bad because it happened on my stream though.
yeah,
And that's that's where you don't know what people are going to say or what people are going to ask. And
that's the hard part about live streams.
yeah, and I think that's the thing. And it's just like I said, when she told me that she didn't feel comfortable coming to my live streams anymore, that's like it hurt my honor because I take my live streams very seriously.
Yeah.
And it
Even though you and I have a lot of fun on them, but
oh yeah,
like we talk about all kinds of shit.
but see, and that's the thing though, is she was so happy,
Yep.
everything was cool, and then that happened, and then bam, and now like we don't even speak.
Yeah.
And
And see,
it's
that's the unfortunate part about the Filipino culture
yeah.
is, like the it's almost like, if I was to put it metaphorically as the
Mhm.
animal kingdom, they'd be like squirrels. The
Oh yeah.
least little sound makes them skittish.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, you see, they take honor very seriously.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So if Rosany, and I'm just
Mhm.
going hypothetically off,
Mhm.
what I'm thinking might or could have been the situation. If
Mhm.
Rosany had a current boyfriend
Mhm.
and like she was taking suggestions from you about her YouTube channel,
Mhm.
she's what she's doing is, sure, she's got this boyfriend, whether it be long distance or whatever,
Mhm.
but she's using you as a mentor for YouTube. And
Mhm.
as her channel is starting to grow,
Mhm.
she's happy about that, but she's still got this boyfriend. And all of a sudden, somebody else comes in and
Mhm.
says, "Oh, do you have feelings for Rose?"
Mhm.
That puts Rose,
And
because
or
of their culture, that puts Rose
in a bad
in
position.
a bad position
Mhm.
because she's got this boyfriend that she has feelings with,
Mhm.
and now she's being asked if she has feelings for you.
Uh-huh. And
And
see
it
and see
puts her into a
see in that see
situation
and
where the Filipinos don't like to be in, and that's saving face.
mhm.
Don't put them into that position because they'll go into their hibernation.
Well, and see that's the thing is you know I know at the time, I thought, oh, Amber's just asking a question, but at the same time, that's where she needed to learn, Filipinos don't like to be put on the spot like
Yeah,
that. They don't.
yeah. Before you ask questions to a person of another culture, first learn
Mhm.
about their culture. So this way,
Exactly.
here you know what is acceptable and what is not.
Mhm. Mhm. And I'm sure initially she didn't mean it, but like I told her, you should never have done that because it really could have harmed
Yeah,
you basically put an end to something that people were enjoying.
yep,
And now and I got so upset that night at Amber, and I went on a live stream and I had no idea, and Rose was listening to that and it scared her
yeah,
because I was so angry
yep,
about what happened. Because and it wasn't that I was angry just because I wanted to be angry. I was angry because I was frustrated.
you were hurt.
I was hurt that Rose said she didn't want to be on my live streams anymore because I take that very seriously. When if like if someone says, "Hey RJ, I really feel like I'm going to unsubscribe from you because of this." I take that seriously.
Yeah,
Because the more subscribers you have, the more closer you can get to monetization.
yep,
And when someone unsubscribes from you, it's basically saying, I don't see any value in your channel anymore.
yeah.
And so
It's not
when
the
that,
content that I signed up for.
yeah, it's not the content I signed up for. So when Rose said that, that's what happened.
Yeah,
And so yesterday when I was talking to her, I said, Rose, I asked her because I talked to her on Messenger. I said, Rose, are you still upset at me? And she said, yes. And I said, okay, let's try to talk about it. What are you upset about? And she goes, it's fine. Leave me alone. And I said, okay, I'll leave you alone.
when you're over this,
But
contact.
when you're over this, when, I think what I said was, I'll still be here if you want to talk, but I'm going to respect your wishes. I'm going to leave you alone.
Yep.
But when you're over this, if you feel like you want to talk to me, we'll talk. See, and that's the thing. Some guys would be like, "Oh, but tell me what I did wrong," because of our American culture. Our American culture is more like, "No, we need to sit down and talk about this."
Yeah,
But there, it's more or less like, whatever.
yeah. I got to do some self discovery here. Find out what I want out of the situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got the same thing here in Canada. Like,
Mm.
you know, we we can see both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
we sometimes say, okay, hey, I'm done with this shit, and then we're done with it.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe a few years down the line, we'll be like, yeah, maybe we had some good times. Like maybe we can hash things out. But if he brings that shit up again, I'm fucking gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's how we
And
deal with it here in
see,
Canada.
and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like if I, if I ran into Rose again, like 5 years down the road, she wouldn't remember me as, oh, RJ's a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
She
teaching
would be
preaching.
like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
But I think part of what happened, part of what it was, when I was yelling and screaming at Amber for what she did. I mean, I was pissed.
yeah,
I was pissed, and I think what happened was it brought up her ex boyfriend
yeah,
because he did the same. Like he would get drunk and he would yell at her,
yeah,
and I think that's what scared her.
yeah,
And it was my fault, and I could see that's the thing that I was trying to get Rose to understand. If I do something wrong, let me know what I've done so that I can take responsibility for it and that I can try to remedy the situation. Because I don't like to be in a situation where I don't know exactly why a person's mad at me.
Yeah.
Because that's the way my dad was. My dad sometimes he would get upset and he would whip us and we would have no idea why we got a whipping
Yeah.
until after,
You find out
like,
something you did 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
He just
Wow.
cooled down enough so this way here, the whooping that you got is the one you should have deserved.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
And
not the one that, like a horse wouldn't be able to handle.
like my dad would like my sister would do something or I would do something and the both of us would get a whipping sometimes. And I'm like, dude, why are you whipping me? When she did so, well, I just wanted to make sure. And my
You
mom
ain't
is
gonna
like,
do it too.
yeah, I want to make sure you're not going to do it too. And sometimes my mom would be like, honey, RJ was with me. Like, or,
It don't matter. Them two talk.
well, and
He didn't see what happened.
I'm like, bro, like my dad.
What you flipping me for? I didn't see
I
what
mean,
happened.
he was a nice man. He loved us, but sometimes he would. And I think that's where I get my temper from. Is my dad. In fact, I know it's where I get it from
Don't ask me where
because
I get my
my
temper.
dad, boy, whoo-wee. Now my mom, she she would not yell. Um, she would not yell a lot, but her thing was she would be like, um, I remember one time I was cussing. I can't remember what I was cussing about, but I was mad. And my mom was a short little woman, okay? But she said, RJ, if you don't stop that cussing, we're going to have words and then I'm going to do some fist work on you. And I knew to shut the heck up then. My mom, and my mom did not whip you with no belt. Mm-mm. Her hands were bony as hell. And when my mom hit you with them bony hands, whew, they hurt like a mm.
Reminds me of one time I got pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I was rushing at the end of my shift. I was working at this restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and there was this. I told you about when I went into the back kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
how to get there. Like you go through this hallway. On one
Mm-hmm.
side, there's the main kitchen. You finish
Mm-hmm.
your plates. On the other side, there's the dishwashing area, and then you had this little jet out.
Excuse me. Yep.
You go to the back kitchen, the prep kitchen, but the jet out was because there was a takeout area there, and there was a
10:42
concrete
p.m.
block wall
Report.
there, a cinder
Show pinned
block
comment at
wall
start
there.
comment. Post a comment.
And it was at the end of my shift, and I was supposed to go be bouncer or security guard for this
Mm-hmm.
band that I was friends with.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to this battle of the bands,
Mm-hmm.
and I had like 3 orders up, and I still had some cleanup to do in the kitchen. I had like 20 minutes left of my shift,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked my buddy Dave, who was giving me a lift to the battle of the bands. He was the lead guitarist of the group. I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, dude, can you take care of those orders while I clean up the shit in the back kitchen here, or can you clean up the shit in the back kitchen here while I go take care of those orders?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he was getting ready to say, "Yeah, I'll do the shit in the back kitchen," when his girlfriend pipes up,
Start
all
comment.
ignorant like, "No, he's talking to me." And because
Mm-hmm.
I was under so much stress and pressure of all
Mm-hmm.
the shit that was happening right at the end of my shift,
Mm-hmm.
I fucking lost it. I hauled off and I fucking nailed this concrete block wall. I took a chunk out of it. about the size of my fist, which is about 4 inches in diameter.
Damn.
Took a chunk out of this fucking cinder block wall and shook the building so much. The manager felt it. She was like, "Oh my god!" She's running around, trying to find out what Rose Ren, the Queen of Y2, now and forever, always. Oh,
Oh, hey.
just got monetized tonight. Congratulations. She
Whoa.
went around the building to find out where the semi hit the building. She thought, immediately, like a semi hit the building. And then she run into the back kitchen to see if a semi freaking backed into the loading ramp. Okay. And she sees me sitting there, trying to piece this freaking piece back on the wall. And she goes, "What happened there?" I got kind of pissed off and I hit the wall. And she goes, "Take that piece out of there." I pulled that piece out and she goes, "Holy shit." She goes, "We're going to need some glue. We need something to put that back up there." So she goes back to the manager's office, gets this freaking Elmer's glue and we put it up there and put some tape on it. I finish my shift. I clean up all this shit and I, get my orders done in the kitchen. And she give me a hand. And she's like, "What the hell happened?" I said, "Wow, 3 or 4 orders came up, like right at the end of my shift. Just before I was ready to go, I had a few things that I needed to clean up in the back kitchen. Somebody just said something to me that I just set me off. And instead of hitting them, I hit the wall." And she goes, "You punched the wall and took a chunk out of it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "I would want to get punched by you." So I finished my shift. I change, out of my uniform into my street clothes. I get out into the freaking truck. We get rolling down the road, and all of a sudden it hit me. Holy fuck, my hand hurts. I told my buddy Dave, I says, "Stop the truck. I need to put ice on this." And it was wintertime. And as soon as he stopped the truck, I jumped out. I went into the ditch, and I put my hand right into the freaking, like I punched the ice. And I took a chunk of ice out of the ditch, put it in a plastic bag, and freaking riding to Bothwell with this freaking chunk of ice in a plastic bag in a shopping bag. He's going, "Your hand hurt?" I said, "Yeah, now it does. Now that my adrenaline come down." But I never broke anything in my fist. I just pop one shot against the wall.
Damn. A concrete cinder block wall. God dang.
Well,
man,
I was working at Siemens, okay, in the same town.
Yeah.
And I was trying to quit smoking. I was having problems with my girlfriend at the time. And all of a sudden, the people on the line ahead of me, feeding me the parts, decided they wanted to go like fucking rocket fuel.
Congratulations, Rosie.
And they started firing the parts down at me. All of a sudden, my machine stopped working. And I'm like, "Hey, stop! My machine's not working." And they just kept right on fucking rolling. And I'm trying everything I can to get this part to go through. I finally just blew my top and went pop. I hit this machine. It was 14 gauge steel on the outside of this machine. Okay. The machine probably weighed in and around 300 pounds, and it's on casters. This thing was fucking doing the teeter totter back and forth for a little bit. That made the people ahead of me stop what they were doing. And they come back to me and they said, "You need to go outside and cool off for a little while. Go out and have a smoke." So I'm outside having a smoke, and I'm still freaking, like my energy and my adrenaline is just ready, pumped right up. From where I was outside having a smoke, I just went around this cinder block wall, and that's where we kept our broken pallets. Okay, anytime you got a broken pallet, you just put it on a fucking stack over there. I grabbed this one pallet and I just ripped it apart. I'm starting to twist these fucking 2x4s, and they're just going. when the boss comes around the corner, she's looking at me. I got a cigarette stuck in my face, and I got a freaking 2x4, and I'm twisting it. And she goes, "You're pissed, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm freaking fired right up. And she goes, "You better get that anger under control. If you don't get that anger under control, you're gonna end up killing somebody." So I ended up going for anger management therapy, and
Mm.
oh, it took a while. It took a
Wow.
long time. I was like 3 years
Oof.
before I found out my
Comment
trigger
Discord.
points, my melting points,
Mm.
my level points, what makes me agitated. How do I,
Mm.
get away from being agitated? How do I mellow myself out? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it was a lot of that. But
Do
yeah,
you
I
do
lose
you
it.
think numbnuts could get you to the point where you would get like that? Like,
Like that.
mm. Wow.
Oh yeah, in person. If he pushes my buttons in person, oh heaven have mercy.
Mm. Could you
Oh,
just
St. Peter, you're about ready to get a visitor.
could, could you just imagine what would happen if me, you, the P, and Numbnuts were standing on a Filipino street and he said something to P and you went off on him?
I would
Mm.
get arrested.
Wow.
I would definitely get arrested.
Mm.
And it would take probably about 4 or 5 Filipinas to
Oh.
peel me off of him.
Oh.
It better not be a Filipino. It better be a Filipina.
Oh.
Because
Wow.
all I see is red and all I see is targets.
Ooh.
And if that target has the same body chemistry as me, I don't see a difference between friend and foe.
Mm.
If the body chemistry has, you know, feminine nature in it,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't touch that. For some reason, no matter
Mm.
how angry I've ever been,
Mm.
believe me, I have been some serious bit of angry.
Mm.
All it's taken is 1 or 2 women to calm me down
Mm.
to the point where I can walk away from it.
So all P would probably have to do would be like,
Get in my
stop.
way. She would have to physically get in my way.
Wow.
But I don't think that she would.
Mm.
Not because she wanted to see harm done to numbnuts,
Mm-hmm.
because she'd be shaking in her boots.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a fucking brave person to stand in front of somebody who's growling like an angry bear and beating the piss out of somebody.
Damn.
It takes a very brave person.
Wow. Do you think P is fearless?
That is a very, very broad term.
Mm.
You could be fearless in adventure. You could be
Mm.
fearless in, you know, learning. You could be fearless in, combat.
Mm.
But can you be fearless in all of them?
No.
I don't think so. So in order to say, do I think that the Filipina P is fearless?
Mm.
I don't think she has a fear bone in her body when it comes to researching
Mm-hmm.
information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she has a fear bone in her body when it comes to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But confrontation, I don't know her well enough to make that assumption.
Mm.
so I won't venture an opinion on it.
Mm.
Um, I don't know what kind of combat training she has or hasn't had, so I can't make that assertion or
Mm.
assumption on that.
I know
Me,
this
on the
one.
other hand,
I know this one. I know this one Filipina that I was talking to. Um, she told me, she goes, I want to box the Filipina P.
why?
I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, I would box that. I would box her because she was interested in me, right? And I was telling her, oh, I was watching a Filipina P video, and she would get so jealous, like jealous, and she, I want to box that bitch, and I'm like, you better be careful, because you don't know what she's capable of.
I think in a boxing match, I think the Filipina P would probably do what she could to make the person laugh their absolute ass off
Mm-hmm.
to the point where if they actually do land a swing, it's not going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what the Filipina P would probably end up doing,
Mm.
is to make you laugh so hard that you can't freaking A, land a punch that hurts,
Mm.
or B, you can't see well enough to freaking land the punch.
Mm.
So,
I
you know,
mean,
do I think that the Filipina P would be a good boxer? I don't know. I don't know what kind of training she has. So, and to
mm.
have a person say, I want to box that person, I want to fight that person
Mm-hmm.
because you're interested in their content. That's when I'd say, well, I don't want nothing to do with you because you're fucking jealous over stupidity.
I mean, she would get so mad every time I'd bring up the Filipina P.
That's when I'd be like, okay, bye,
And
buddy.
I'm like, oh, and I told her, I told P about this once, and she goes, you better be careful.
Yeah, because if she's gonna box somebody just for watching you, just because you watch their content, can
Mm.
you imagine if you did something to that person didn't like?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like you farted, in the presence of her mom, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're getting the rest of the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah.
Like it's like I broke wind, it's a natural thing, fuck. I thought
Oh,
Tempo was bad.
oh, could you just imagine? P's brother Shan, right?
Yeah.
It is Shan the kind of like, and you could see what he looks like, so you could probably tell me this. Would Shan be the type of person, like if he found out what Numbnuts has been saying about his sister? Do you think he would be the type of person to be like, "Hey, motherfucker, don't talk about my sister"?
Nope.
Mm.
Uh, a few reasons.
Mm.
Number one, Chen is still in school.
Mm.
Okay, so he's too
Ah.
young.
Okay.
Number two,
Mm-hmm.
Chen is a happy-go-lucky, look for the positive, look for
Mm.
the fun type of person.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've seen in the videos.
Mm.
And number three, I think Chen personally, just from watching the videos and seeing, his demeanor,
Mm-hmm.
I think that Chen would have a hard time in a pillow fight.
Oh.
Okay, so because he's a tiny boy, he's a skinny boy.
I, it kind of makes me wonder, would
He's about a third of the size of the fucking numbnuts. Okay, so he wouldn't
would
stand a chance.
would do you think Chan would make it as a YouTuber if he started a YouTube channel?
Everybody has the opportunity. Everybody has the possibility. Everybody has the ability
Mm-hmm.
to grow a YouTube channel. The
Mm-hmm.
one thing that Chen would have
Mm-hmm.
that would help him
Mm-hmm.
is his sister has done it.
Mm.
Okay. His sister as a mentor
Mm-hmm.
would pretty much light up any channel. Um,
That is if he wanted to do it.
if he wanted to do it, yeah, freaking, I think P would be all over freaking doing whatever she can to help him achieve the success that he wants.
Mm.
It's the type of person that the P is. Okay, she just wants to help people. She wants to
Mm.
make people laugh. She wants to bring education and information to people
Mm.
and do it in a way that is educational, informative, and entertaining. And I think it would bring, um, I think, if Chen were to put a YouTube channel together, I think that it would put a little bit of stress and pressure on P for a little while until
Mm-hmm.
he started really getting the traction and getting it going and
Mm.
doing shit on his own.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it would be a good thing for Chen.
Mm.
So
And that's something that would be a question to ask him. Like, you know, would you want to be a vlogger? Would you want to be a YouTuber? Because like I like P's Q&A videos,
yeah,
and I think it would be really cool if she just sat down with her brother and said, one of my viewers asked you, would you want to create a YouTube channel like me? And if he said no, then okay, that's cool. But then if he said yes,
all
and
right,
P's,
dig in.
and P said, hey, this is Chen's channel, I'll bet you people would be subscribing to that dude.
Oh yeah, big time. Any
Because,
suggestion from the P freaking gets looked at by freaking thousands of people
mm-hmm.
on the first day.
Oh yeah, like that guy, World Zoom. I mean, he had 700 subscribers, and when P left that comment on his video, because I kept checking throughout the day, by the end of the day, he had over 1,000.
Yeah. Like P goes on his channel, or
Mm-hmm.
no, he went on her channel,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah. He went on her channel, but she commented on his. She left a comment on one of his videos.
Yeah. She left a comment on one of my videos and fucking nothing happened.
Yeah. But
Nothing happened other than I replied.
she won't even touch my channel.
Well, she probably put comments on your channel. You just
Yeah.
didn't get them. Or didn't
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
But
that would be something if I woke up. Like, if I woke up tomorrow and she left a comment on this video, like, hey, RJ, it's the Filipino P, I'd be like, okay, let me check this and make sure this isn't a troll. Because I've had people pretend to be the Filipino P in my chats.
you've had people pretend to be the freaking reality check files as well.
Yeah. And so the first thing would be like, okay, let me just make sure this is her. And then I'd go to her channel and check it, and it would be her. I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna reply to this. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. I would. Like, now I'm beginning to realize that, because I was telling somebody, I think it was my buddy Nitro Freak. I was telling him, I talk to big YouTubers, and I just don't talk to the P. I talk to my friend from Italy that I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah.
She has over 100,000 subscribers. So And then it's a Terrence kind of thing. My other friend, he has 100,000 subscribers. So I mean, you have to know how to deal with people like that. You have to just be yourself. You can't be, oh my god, she commented on my video. Oh, like
Yeah.
she's just a person. It's
Yeah,
like
first
what
and
you
foremost,
said.
they're people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's so special about them? They did something that I'm doing,
I finally
and
got
they
a
did
photo
it better.
Start post
So
comment.
how do I
Mm-hmm.
do it better? I got to follow their lead.
Yep.
Because if I don't follow what they did for success, I'm gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's where it comes down to. Like people do 1,000% of what you do wrong, and
Mm-hmm.
only 10% of what you do right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing, see, and the thing about her is that she has this down to an art.
yeah,
She has it
you got
down
it
to an
down to a
art.
system.
Yeah.
You got a system on how to make her videos,
Mm-hmm.
how to do them proper, how to do them that get views. And
Mm-hmm.
me, I still haven't got that part yet. Like
Mm.
I'm still working on the shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that like when I had this problem with the finger,
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
fucked things up.
But I'll tell you this, man. Like, if the P were to come across its wang and she were to bring its wang onto her channel,
Oh man, Wang's Rowena's channel would just go completely. If you think it had exploded since I met her,
mm-hmm.
then going on the Filipina Peace channel
Mm.
would just the explosion. You'd hear it.
Boom. Yeah.
You'd hear the freaking numbers just
Yep.
like when you were talking earlier when I was outside having a smoke talking about
Mm-hmm.
TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a TikTok.
Mm.
I took it down because I couldn't stand the gonging every hour.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because you would have, well, yeah, and people don't realize you can get followers on TikTok if you know what you're doing.
You didn't get it.
Star comment button. Amber 1125. Amber Angel's truth.
Hello.
11. The real reason she got scared is when you asked her what would she do if you turned into a butterfly and flew to her and then turned back in yourself and you would start tickling her.
Okay, Amber. Okay, Amber. Do you want to do you want to um yeah, yes, and my friend crazy kids here, and it's very interesting you chatted that. Thank you. Thank you. The real reason I think the real reason uh that she got scared was because you asked her a question that really should not have been asked.
She's
Okay.
gone. She took off out of the chat.
Wow. See, that's what she does. She just puts things in the chat like that.
Comes in, blows up, and fucks off.
Comment start
Mm-hmm.
Amber Angel's 11. Clearly a violation and touching her in your fantasy. That's scary.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, see that right there? That's a troll. That's trolling. That's trolling. Yeah. Dude.
Joke
Yeah.
Amber 11. Stop talking about me.
Oh, stop talking about you. Okay.
Joke comment start Amber Angel 11. I am gone. Joke comment start post disabled.
I am gone. Yeah. Yeah. So, but no, I'm not. I was just saying. If she wouldn't have did what she did, it would have. But anyway. Back to this. So basically, yeah, I think Rowanna's channel would blow up.
Oh yeah, you'd feel it.
Oh
You'd feel
yeah.
the freaking expansion of her channel.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ripple effect would be like,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be like, oh, Wang's channel just
Mm-hmm.
blew up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, and it's the same thing with Fourth Impact. If
Mm-hmm.
Fourth Impact were to do an interview, now it would have to be via internet. But if they
Mm-hmm.
were to do an interview
With
uh,
P.
P on P's channel,
Mm. Their
Fourth
channel would.
Impact would definitely,
Oh.
definitely freaking bust the million subscriber mark.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
P would definitely bust the 400,000.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it would be like a freaking, almost like a swap of freaking subscribers. Some subscribers would come over to P's channel. Some subscribers would come over to Fourth Impact's channel. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Oh
the
yeah.
whole collaboration thing works.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's just something organic that happens. But I believe that the shift to Fourth Impact would be so great it would bust them over the freaking 100,000 or 1 million mark.
Oh yeah.
And now that Fourth Impact is in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
just waiting for their
View site and add this send
work
create
visas to be
work button, use
finalized,
edit
so
broadcast
that they can
Mm-hmm.
go and
press send
do
back
uh,
end to get button
stage
video
performances.
Sandefer button video
They've already been in
149
contact with a couple of
5
promoters
2
and
0
recording
0 4
companies
colon 2
and
Oh yeah.
agents, so that
Mm-hmm.
they can get those jobs or those performances. As soon
Mm-hmm.
as they start getting on the stage and doing the performances, yeah, it's gonna be freaking. They're gonna be freaking rocketing.
I think they'll. I mean, who knows? They might end up being on American radio.
They already are. They already have been.
Mm.
Their song "No More" was being played in California, Arizona, Seattle.
Oh wow.
Um, it has been for over a year.
So they just moved here to live here so that they could work.
They moved to the United States. Well, not moved to, but they went to the United States
Mm-hmm.
to see about getting. Um, let me rephrase that. They went to the United States because there's more top level influential promoters, concert
Mm.
concerts, like concert arenas,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, recording studios.
Mm.
There's more influence in the music industry in the United States than there is in the Philippines or in the
Mm.
Asian countries.
Yeah.
In the Asian countries, they want you to be either K-pop, P-pop, F-pop, J-pop.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to be Asian pop. They don't want you to just be pop or international pop.
Mm.
Which Fourth Impact, because they've played on so many different soils,
Mm-hmm.
Dubai, um, Glasgow, United Kingdom, India,
Mm. Mm.
Italy, um, Germany, um, Korea, Japan, Australia, just to name a few. That's 8 countries. They're more than just plus the Philippines, 9 countries.
Mm.
They're more than just a Filipino pop band. They are an international pop band because
Mm.
they can perform for more than just the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
They were being held back by Show BT because they were kept telling them you're a Filipino pop band. You perform for the Philippines. You
Mm.
perform for the Filipinos. They were limiting their audience
Mm.
by promoting them as a Filipino pop band. Whereas the more influential promoters will promote them as pop band.
Mm.
They'll take away the label of Filipino pop and basically just say pop band.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you've performed for more than 5 countries,
Mm.
you are international.
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't even have to be 5 countries. If you perform Canada, United States, Mexico, North America, you're not a North American band. You are a international band because you perform for you perform for multiple countries. They have performed for multiple countries, multiple continents. They performed on every continent. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't they being promoted as international?
Yeah.
And I've been saying that since the beginning, since I found their music.
Mm-hmm.
So here they are. They're all, oh, P-pop, 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 P-pop. No, don't get rid of that P-pop thing. Get rid of that. You're wasting your time, limiting
Mm-hmm.
yourself, because when you say you're P-pop, you're telling the promoters you're only able to perform for Filipinos because they're the only ones who can understand you.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 2 songs that they came out with, Here We Go and Tapat Sayo, as amazing songs they are,
Mm-hmm.
they were talked into making them in Tagalog
Mm-hmm.
because they're Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
They were talked into promoting and doing songs for only Filipinos. So now they're only Filipino pop band.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, all their other stuff, not the same anymore. Um, no more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, here, what was that other one? Not the same anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Address and search bar.
uh,
Edit text. URL entry. Toolbar. Dot. YouTube.com.
Come
Tab.
Dance with Me.
YouTube.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's one more song that I'm thinking of.
Search. Button. Search end.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Search end. Search. Search. Edit text. Search.
hey,
Read.
Madeline.
Search.
What's that other song? Uh,
StreamYard. 2. 7.
if I had the list in front of me, I could freaking just spit it off in order.
Mm-hmm.
Stop cam.
Take
Yeah.
my breath away. That's what it is. Take my breath away. All in English.
Mm.
Okay, that's 5 songs
Yeah.
that they do in English, and because their latest, because Show BT talked them into doing 2 songs in Tagalog,
Yeah.
it turned them into nothing but a P-pop band. They couldn't promote
Clearly a violation.
anything out of the Philippines.
Stop. Show. Comment. Star. Amber 8. 11.
They wouldn't promote them anywhere out of the Philippines because they were singing those Tagalog songs. If you want to perform for the United States of America, you better fucking be singing in English.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to perform for United Kingdom, you better be singing in English.
Mm-hmm.
They sang English in Germany, and the people fucking loved it.
Mm.
Okay, if you watch Fourth Impact's Frankfurt video, you will see that they performed every song that they performed in English, and the people went fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what's the most spoken language on the planet? English.
Yep.
So why did Show BT
Mm-hmm.
push them into singing Tagalog songs? Because they didn't want to freaking promote them elsewhere, which was fucking stupid. If I had the promotion group, or if I had the promotion power
Search.
to promote the fourth impact
Region.
Mm-hmm.
elsewhere, oh yeah, I'd be all over that shit. They'd be, you wouldn't be able to get them off the plane. You'd think that their address was 747.
Mm-hmm.
Search. Button.
Yeah.
Gen.
You would think their address started with Boeing 747
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
because they'd be freaking all over the place. I'd be sending them fucking all over the place.
Button. Notification 9 plus.
But the
Mm-hmm.
thing about it is, Show BT got greedy,
Video. Watch later.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't pay too much for their fucking. They don't pay their entertainers too much, if at all.
Tab. Shopping. Music.
Yeah.
A lot of their freaking costs eat a lot of the concert costs, the ticket costs
Health. Send.
in
About.
administration
Press.
fees,
Copyright. Contact the
which
creator.
is
Advertise.
really
Developer.
wrong.
Term. Private policy. How YouTube works. Link.
Yeah.
Press search. Test new.
And I think that
Tab. 1 of 21.
I think we'll see
Tab.
Fourth Impact make it in America. I
yeah.
really do.
Oh yeah,
All.
they're in the land of.
ASM gaming.
They're in the right land for the music industry.
Saints.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go where the most prominent and most influential promoters are. If you don't go to where the most prominent and influential promoters are, you're not going to get promoted, and you're not going to have as many jobs. So now it's just a matter of getting your freaking work visa in the United States, working on getting your work visas everywhere else, and then just watch them fucking blow up.
Yeah.
Like with voices like they have, harmonies like they have, and the arrangement that Mylene does for them, there shouldn't be a fucking problem. They should have already had 6 albums out in the last 7 years.
Yeah.
The only difference is getting the right people in place.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, that's the thing too, is that you have to I think American radio is going to love them, especially in Florida.
anywhere in America,
Oh yeah.
as soon as the American public starts really hearing them on the radio,
Press search plus space to activate.
it's going to
Mhm.
be, like, because they sing everything from rock and roll, country, gospel,
Press search
um,
plus space to activate.
Christmas time, they're just going to fucking
Mhm.
blow up. Like
Yeah.
when they start singing their Christmas songs,
Main end.
when
Oh
they
yeah.
sing Santa Baby,
Channel. List item.
oh yeah, that's what wet dreams are made of.
Report.
When they
Yeah.
when they sing
Remove.
rocking around the Christmas tree, or
User and timeout.
um,
List item.
what's that other one they
User on
do?
this channel. List item.
Santa Claus is coming to town. When they did that one there, oh man, I was like, give me that on a freaking CD. I'm playing that all the time.
Activate. Alert. This
I'll
user's
play that
messages-
album all day long.
This user's messages will be hidden.
Yeah.
Post a comment. Text
Exactly.
StreamYard.
But
She's good. Like, and all of them are single, so they're probably going to find somebody here.
they're gonna find somebody. But the thing about it is it gonna be the right somebody?
Start, comment, joke, like, and share Don. 11. Manolin T.
Okay. Well, when they came over, it wasn't just the 4 of them that came over.
Mm-hmm.
No. There was 6 of them that came over.
Mm.
Their sister Elvira
Mm-hmm.
came over. Ivy
Mhm.
came over. And so did Mama E. So you ain't getting a date with them until freaking Mama E says you're getting a date with them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Mama E was gonna like you don't know Mama E, like, I've seen what's going on with that. I've watched the way things have gone on. Yeah, Mama E ain't letting freaking anybody near Selena.
Mm-mm. So Mama E is actually their mother.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Papa Dom and Bon Chong are still in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
Papa Dom, he's not healthy enough to fly,
Mm.
to be, to travel. So,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, but,
Mm.
and Bon Chong, he's too young. He's still
Mm-hmm.
in school. But man, like, Selena's 5'3". Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this. All of Mama E's babies range from like 4'8"
Mm-hmm.
or 4'9".
Mm-hmm.
All the girls go from 4'9" to 5'3", and they go that way in order of age. For the smallest one is the oldest. The
Mm-hmm.
next smallest one is the next oldest. The next smallest one is the next oldest. The next smallest one is the next oldest. And Selena, who
Mm-hmm.
is the youngest out of all the girls,
Mm-hmm.
is the tallest. It's weird. Like Ivy is the smallest one. Even Elmira is taller than Ivy.
You know what's so weird is me and the Filipina P are both 5'5".
Really?
Yes.
I'm 6'1".
Mm.
Okay. You get this about Fourth Impact. Ivy is the oldest. She's the smallest.
Star comment. Comment at show hand.
Elmira is the next oldest.
11
She's the
Annalise,
next
star
smallest.
comment at show I am gone. 11:20.
Irene is the next oldest.
Comment
And again, she's the next smallest.
11.
And she's the next tallest.
Show comment star post a comment.
Mylene is the next oldest, and she's the next tallest.
Mm.
Selena is the second last child of Mama E, and
Mm-hmm.
she is the tallest of all the girls.
Mm.
Bon Chong is the youngest of the family, the youngest of the 6 children.
Mm-hmm.
Selena's 5'3", I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
5'3", 5'4".
Mm-hmm.
Bon Chong is still growing. He's like 19 years old. He's still growing, and at last count, he's 6'4".
Damn.
He's a fucking monster compared to them other 5. He's almost to the point where you could stack the 2 shortest ones, Elvira and Elmira, and put them on top of each other, and he'd still be almost taller than the 2 of them together. Like right now, you could put freaking Elmira on Elvira's shoulders, and she would finally be able to look him in the eyes without freaking
Damn.
having to get down on his knees. He's huge. Like, he's skinny, but he's fucking tall, man. He's taller than I am.
Damn.
Like, that dude can dunk a basketball flat-footed.
Damn.
Yeah, like, he's 6'4". Dude is... He looked basically... If you took your middle finger, stuck it up, okay,
Uh-huh.
and then felt your fingers, you would have the 5 girls,
Uh-huh.
and then you'd have fucking Bon Chong sticking up. That's what they look like when he's standing in the middle of the group. He looks like a middle finger sticking up. The dude is massive. Like, he's skinny. He's a beanpole. But ooh boy. So you gonna start catching airplanes up there or what? Holy fuck. I think he didn't go because they couldn't fit him through the fucking door on the side of the airplane. Throw him from a distance. Freaking see if we can get him through there.
I tell you what, if Numbnuts tried to mess with Fourth Impact, and Bong Chong was there, he'd probably deck him.
No, because Bon Chong's arms are about like he's not built. Okay, he's skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would blow over in a wind, like in the regular wind.
Mm-hmm.
Like the gust got up to 50 mile an hour, he'd fucking blow over, or freaking blow away.
Mm. Mm.
But
Yeah.
he's tall,
Uh.
like it's like holy shit, Jolly Green Giant.
Mm. Yeah.
Like he's the dude you want around when you go to put the topper on the tree.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
So, who's taller? Who's taller, Shen or P?
Oh, definitely Shen. Definitely Shen. He's probably got a good couple inches on her in height,
Mm.
but they're both like skinny people.
Oh.
Like they
So.
like Shen would probably blow away in a wind.
Mm-hmm.
P, it would take her a little bit stronger wind. She's a little bit more muscular
Mm.
than Chen, but yeah, Chen would probably, if the wind caught him the wrong way, caught his jacket the wrong way. Oh yeah, he'd
Mm-hmm.
fucking fly away.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause he.
Like, let's put it this way here: if Chen
Mm.
was standing on a skateboard and
Mm-hmm.
opened his jacket, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the wind was moving at like 50 mile an hour,
Mm-hmm.
at some point down the road, so would Chen be. He would be fucking off on a skateboard at 50 mile an hour. He'd have to close his jacket to slow down.
Mm. Man, I think that would be really cool if Chen did make a YouTube channel, because he has the voice for it. He has the personality for it.
We all have the, like I said before, we all have the opportunity. We all have the ability. We all have,
Right.
we all have the tools to
Oh
do
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
whether he has the desire.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't have the desire, doesn't matter. All the tools in the world,
Mm-hmm.
like put
You
it this
have to
way here,
want this.
you could give a dentist all the tools that they need to fix a car. If he doesn't have the desire to fix the car, he ain't gonna fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
All the tools in the world ain't gonna matter.
Yep. Mm-mm-mm.
And vice versa, But I think I'm gonna have to get going here soon. It's getting close to midnight,
Yep. All right,
and I
man.
don't want to turn into a pumpkin on your live stream. So
Nope, that would be bad.
yeah, it'd be really bad.
Well,
This
we had
jack o' lantern doesn't fucking like being a jack
we
o'
had a
lantern.
we had a really good live stream. And I thought we had a good stream, and we're getting close to getting our watch hours up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say bye. And if y'all like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for all notifications. Y'all know what to do. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for coming on, Crazy Kid 949. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Have a good one, everybody.
All right, man.
Not yet. End broadcast.